depends on who takes theirs. We'll see. We're joined now by Hawaii coach Laura Beeman and student athletes Amy Atwell and Kallin Spiller. We will start by asking Coach for an opening statement and then open the floor to questions for our student athletes only, after which they may be excused. We ask media to please raise your hand and identify yourself and your media outlet before asking your question. And if you're on Zoom, please use the raise hand function to ask a question. Coach, if you could start us off, please.
First off, congratulations to UCR. I think that Coach Powell's doing a phenomenal job with that program. They're only going to get better. It was a hard-fought game. They had no quit in them, so just want to congratulate them. A lot of respect for what she's doing. First half, as far as Hawaii basketball, I thought we played very good Hawaii basketball in the first half. We were able to get up and down the floor. We had some really clean looks. Our defense was on point. Second half, it just got ugly. I think, again, they just put their head down and they attacked, and we were struggling keeping them in front of us. We were struggling getting rotations, and there were a lot of fouls called, that is for sure. So this team finds a way to grind it out all the time. We lose a lead, we get it close, we open a lead. This group has showed all year long how resilient they are. And so I'm very, very proud of how they continue to perform, whether it's adversity or whether things are flowing. We're all excited about being in the championship tomorrow to represent our state, which is very, very cool.
Any questions for our student athletes, please?
Keith DeMolder, KITV. Amy, you had a fantastic game. You're really feeling in that first half. What was working for you, and was it just kind of one of those go moments where every shot was falling?
Yeah, it definitely was feeling good and kind of had the hot hand in the first half. I kind of came into the game with the mindset I don't have too many back-to-back games shooting that poorly. Focused on shooting mechanics a lot in practice yesterday and just getting my legs back underneath me, but yeah. Just had to come out there and play my game and kind of let the game come to me.
So Hansel Chu from 88.3 KUCR Radio. Going off of his question right there, you went 5 for 5 from downtown in that first half. What was kind of going through your mind as you were just letting it go from downtown, just like seeing the ball go through the net?
Not a lot is going through my mind when I am hitting like that. I think that's when I'm playing the best, when I'm not overthinking and thinking about which one I'm shooting, which one I'm not. I'm just kind of going with the flow. So not a whole lot was going through my mind, just win this game.
Rob DeMello, KHON in Hawaii. And Kallin, this game, as it went on, became a very physical game. And so that's kind of the time of the game where everyone turns to you. How ready were you and willing to accept that challenge?
I was definitely ready to accept that challenge. I think every day in practice, our bigs pushed me to get better. I pushed my teammates to get better, so we're really used to that physicality. We knew UC Riverside is a really talented team who could come in and really win the boards, win that physical battle. And so it was really exciting to kind of have my number called to get to battle them along with my teammates. So I was really proud of the full team effort today.
Up front.
Brian McInnes, Spectrum News, Hawaii, for Kallin and Amy. The opportunity to play in the championship game on Saturday, what does this mean to you? I mean, Amy, you've talked about it being unfinished business all year, and Kallin, I mean, you're having your opportunity to join this team in your first season?
Yeah, it definitely has been about unfinished business all year. I've only made the championship once in my 6 years, and we lost that one after being up a little bit. So this has kind of been the goal all year, not to get there, but to win it. So our job's not done yet. We're going to see who we play next. It's going to be a very good team either way. But we're just excited to be there.
We have 2 more questions in the room, and then we'll go to Zoom.
Kallin, do you want to answer that?
Yeah, I was gonna touch on that too. I think.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh no, all good. It's really exciting to be in the championship game tomorrow. I think that's what we've been working for all season. As Amy said, I think it's a testament to the work we put in, to the resilience we've shown as a program, as a team, through all of the ups and downs we've seen this season. So it's really exciting to see that work paying off. Obviously, one more game to pull that off, but I know for Amy, it's been a goal for all of us underclassmen to get her that ring. She's worked hard and been such a great leader in this program. We just really look forward to bringing back that ring to the island.
Question for both of you guys. First, Amy, though. How much was this game kind of a redemption game based on how you guys performed in the first game, and then how are you going to try and take that momentum going in tomorrow?
Yeah, I think we kind of had a point to prove to come out and show that Wednesday was kind of a fluke. Bakersfield played a really good game, and they had a really good game plan against us, and they're a really great team, so we knew they were going to come out and do that. I think we just had to get our feet back underneath ourselves. That first game in the tournament is always tough and is always kind of a bit nerve-wracking and stuff like that. So we definitely felt more confident coming into today's game, but we just had to kind of get back to basics. And at the end of the day, it's just another basketball game.
In the front.
Amy, can you talk about your rebounding? Because it looked like you really read them very well, read their shots, read their body positioning. Was it just something you just saw just saw today? Or?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of my defensive rebounds are because of my teammates boxing out, and I kind of just come in last second and sweep up the rebound. But when I'm kind of not thinking about the game too much and kind of just going with the flow, I tend to be better at rebounding and all those kind of little things because I'm just reading the ball better. But yeah, it doesn't happen without any of my teammates.
Okay, we have a question on Zoom. Marlon, go ahead.
Hey, Amy, the California Aggie here. You guys were up 11 in the fourth quarter with 5 minutes remaining, coming on strong, and you hit a big three to stop the bleeding. Can you give me your thoughts on that moment?
Liv attacked downhill, and my defender helped off. Liv set me up perfectly. I didn't really have to do much except make the wide open shot. So yeah, I got to thank Liv for that one. But it was at that time where we kind of just needed a bucket to kind of settle ourselves. So yeah, fortunate that Liv put me in the position to hit that.
All right, ladies, thanks so much for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Excellent job. Excellent job.
Okay, more questions for Coach, please.
Hey, Coach. So going into the third quarter, near the end of the third quarter, beginning of the fourth quarter, UC Riverside, they brought the lead back down to 11 after you guys were up 22. Was there anything going through your head as you watched them come back and almost like take the lead, kind of?
First, I want to say just what an amazing job those guys do in their interviews. They're so well spoken. I'm very proud of them and how they respect other programs and teams and themselves. And I just gotta say that out loud. We knew Riverside was going to come back. We knew that they were going to have a punch. We've been in games before where we've had big leads, and tournament time, people aren't going to roll over and die. So, what's going through your mind is there an obvious adjustment you have to make? If there is, make it. If there's not an obvious adjustment, what's going wrong? And at that point, it was just the amount of times we were sending them to the free throw line and how to clean up our defense. And then offensively, we needed to just calm down a little bit, find good shots. We were pressing a little bit, I thought, offensively in that third quarter. Riverside's a third quarter team. I think they're plus 33 on the year, so we knew that they were going to come out and give us a really good punch that quarter.
Coach, considering this is Amy's kind of last dance of sorts, how nice was it to see her kind of explode offensively today? And how much are you looking forward to tomorrow's title game and sending her to, another, conference?
Amy doesn't have two bad games. People have all kinds of game plans for her. So I slept really good last night, knowing that she was going to show up today, and if she wasn't scoring, she'd rebound, she would get assists, she would set great screens, but that we were going to find a way. When Amy starts hitting, it makes it really difficult for teams because they have to figure out how to rotate differently. So I love this kid. She's been with me for 6 of my 10 years. So I feel like she's like a child sometimes. To be able to put her in a position to win a championship, this kid loves the University of Hawaii. She loves the state of Hawaii. And for her to be the face of our program right now and to do it the way she's done it with class and humility, I just cannot be more excited. She's the type of kid you want to coach in your career. And thank goodness, she decided to come to Hawaii, stay in Hawaii, give us another year. So I'm really thrilled for her. But to her point, she's not going to be satisfied just getting there tomorrow.
Coach, it doesn't always show up in the box score, but when you look at Olivia, Ashley, Nene, they take hard spills, they go all out, they put their body out on the line. How important was that to keeping this lead? Is because they always seem to, even when there's a lull, they bring the aggression up, they bring the physicality up.
Sometimes our offense is sparked by our defense. And to your point, when you have Ashley Toms out there and Nay out there and they can give ball pressure and get over screens and just, they're very aggressive. They make teams play faster sometimes. Those are things, like you said, they don't show up on the box score. And so, Deja didn't have a great game tonight. We're used to Deja getting big boards and doing great things, and just wasn't her night tonight. So we have found other people to step up night in and night out, whether it's someone with Amy or people without Amy, a Liv and Deja combination. We have found a way. And so the little things that don't show up, the hustle plays, the energy on the bench, yeah, that's your Nay, your Ashley, Maylani McBee. You've just got a lot of people on that bench doing great things for us.
2 more questions in the room, and then we'll go to Zoom.
Hey, Coach, what did you think of the defensive effort you guys gave on Cooper, their all-conference player, and seemed like you guys took her out of the game pretty early?
You know, I thought first half our defense overall was better than it was in the second half. You know, I thought Holland Holland was really able to get downhill on us. We did not do a good job of taking away her strong side, her strong hand. I definitely think Cooper, we did a good job, you know, keeping her from being comfortable, finding that little jump shot that she has, and it's such a beautiful jump shot. When you take away something, sometimes you give something else, and we obviously allowed Holland too many downhill drives. But I thought our defense was much better in the first half than the second half. And that's to be expected, you know, with adjustments that coaches make and tired legs and then just trying to figure out officiating a little bit.
It seems like in games you always have to adjust to the officiating. It seems like the officiating sort of changed a little bit in the third quarter, is a little bit tighter. What did you do to adjust to it in the fourth quarter? Because it seemed like you played a lot better, especially when you had more players in real deep foul trouble.
I don't know if we did adjust, quite honestly. I think that we had to just lock in and play better offense, and we had to really try to move our feet, show hands. So I don't know if we did adjust to the officiating. I need to watch some film and see why there were some fouls and what we're doing wrong in our rotations to get so many calls and why we're not drawing fouls when we're attacking the basket hard as well. So I need to look at a little film before I can really answer that question.
Okay, on Zoom, we'll go to Marlon, please.
Hey, Laura, first and foremost, congratulations in advancing to the championship game. This
Thank
will
you.
mark the 7th championship appearance for your program. Can you give me your thoughts on the journey to get to this point, and is there a preference on which to face between UC Davis and UC Irvine in the finale?
I just want University of Hawaii to show up. If University of Hawaii shows up tomorrow, we're gonna be fine. We'll give it our best effort. We'll represent. We'll play hard. We'll continue that grittiness. This team all year long has shown resilience. They've shown a grittiness. They've shown that there is no quit. I do not have a preference as of tomorrow. You know, both teams that are in this game today were in the championship last year. Davis has held the crown for a long time, so, you know, to see them back in the championship would not surprise me. But Irvine is also playing very, very good basketball, so I think this next game will be a fun game to watch. But as long as University of Hawaii shows up tomorrow, that's all I can ask.
Thanks for your time, Coach. We appreciate it.
Thank you, guys.